let's go on and let's get this thing started. They're going to start rolling it eventually. It is roundtable time. We've got a couple that are missing through emergencies, through bullshit, but we've also got special guests. We got Ram above me. Usually he's below me. I don't understand. Today, Wolf is below me. We may have to fix this order.
Oh, shit.
That beard tickles. And then down below, we've got AP Gains. Ram fixed it. He is now officially below all of us. Well done, Ram. Well done. Thanks for coming out, AP Gains. I literally messaged him with like 7 minutes before we were firing up. So super excited that he said hello. And how's things at home, man? Everything doing all right?
Yeah, it's all right. You know, life is life, but you know, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes gives us enough to complain about, so we're distracted.
Yes, for sure. Plenty for us to completely complain about, but we're gonna start it out while people are piling in. We're gonna talk about how our GACs went. I'm assuming every one of us played. I don't know about AP Gains at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he did. We'll actually start out with you, AP, as a special guest. How'd your GAC go?
I went undefeated, but didn't get Kyber because I didn't full clear anyone, and I did no feats because I was busy.
You didn't full clear anyone?
Both
That's
a success.
Awesome.
Well, I placed everything on defense every single round, and just went in to get the victory and backed out.
I know you. You were proving a point that you won't get Kyber without getting at least one full clear.
Yeah.
It was all data. It was all data.
Yeah, it was totally analytical and not at all because I was just way too busy.
Right. Got it. Nailed it. Awesome.
Makes sense.
Still undefeated. Can't make Kyber. What division?
7.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It starts to change exponentially when you get around division 5, 4, when you can hit Kyber and not have to worry about full clearing every round. But
well, now I finally have a GL, so I'll just throw that on defense instead of, you know, my entire roster, and I'll full clear a lot more.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Ed? What's up? Who's that? Phasma? Lord Vader? VV? What's going on? Good to have you guys. Ram Bam, how'd you do? Or should I say, how'd we do?
God
you didn't
damn
lose
it,
out
Mort.
there, did you?
No. So we did hit Kyber. You know, I specify on the Wii, because somehow magically I went, what was it, 4 and 2, or 4 and 2, 5 and 2.
I believe it was 5.
Like while I was studying and getting my qualifications, somehow my account was being played. I was doing it in my sleep. I swear, I was definitely no funny business here. We don't
within
break
the
TOS.
rules, of course.
Seems legit.
Of course.
Seems legit.
Listen, I set the defense for him. There's nothing wrong with that. I told him what to set.
You
Plain and simple.
ruined it.
No, I set the defense.
Hold on.
His daughter was playing, dude.
Yeah, 5-year-old. You know,
Well,
starting young.
that just proves a 5-year-old can play when I set defense. I'm just saying.
But no, so last week
He's not getting it.
I got it. I already got it. No, I went 2 and 1, and the only reason, and Wolf can attest to this, the only reason that I lost that first round was because I knew that he could not one-shot my Executor. I knew I could not one-shot his. We both placed ours on defense. He 2-shot mine. I intended to 2-shot mine, but RNG was cruel bitch to me. Sorry. Demonetized. Oh well. And so I had foresight on Bosk about 4 times, or not foresight, evasion. And so, you know, I had a 3-shot, and unfortunately the difference between the 3-shot and the 2-shot was the difference between what he beat me by. I would have won by 4 banners had that not been the case.
So if there wasn't foresight, there was foreskin, you probably would have grabbed it and won. Got it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Overall, Kyber though, good man.
Kyber, that's all that matters, right?
That's right. Wolfie?
Yeah, not really about that GAC life, you know. Not really my thing, you know.
Bibs,
So I figured I'd skip it this month, you know. No, I'm
It is 3v3.
It is 3v3. If you're gonna skip a GAC season, you skip 3v3. But oh my god, it was a fun one. Lots of 5GL opponents. Lots of big words I can't say on YouTube defenses, but cleared through, made Kyber, had a lot of fun ones, had some surprising wins throughout their Executor's been a lot of fun. horrific on offense, put it on defense. But thank God 3v3 is over, man. Cannot be thinking,
It comes around. It comes around way too fast. Way too fast. I wish they do it every third or something, not every other. It's
something
terrible.
like that, yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I am a ridiculous like 99% in 3v3, so I'm enjoying it. But at the same time, the planning and stuff is just so long and annoying and so hard to do. I'm enjoying the play though. But for me, the main finished 12-0 again, 36-0 overall for the GAC Center crap.
There we go.
Minnie's account finished 12-0. Unfortunately, we ran into a guy on the baby account that was 82 in a row. That got, he went into from round 3 to round 4, didn't have a GL. Well, in round 4, he ended up with one, and I couldn't get through it. So, yeah, a little bit of RNG leveling screwed us. Otherwise, pretty confident we would have got well over 100, but it is what it is. So we went 11-1. No feats, made Kyber in every division. Screw feats. I don't need no stinking feats. Learn to share
I got 2 portraits, okay? I got 2 portraits this time.
Oh, we got Ranger in here. What's up, Ranger?
I want to see you wear that.
How we doing there, Ranger?
Chalky Milt's in there too, you bet. All right, so what's up, Ranger? T-Lo, what's going on? They
Oh, you're gonna like the spicy one today, Ranger.
do we involve him with all that? Do we let him mix the milk?
I
do
wouldn't
we
trust
want to get Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get Ranger,
in here. Yeah. Let's do it. Ranger, you down?
I'm gonna regret this decision.
No, you won't.
Ranger hopped into
Send him a Zoom
Discord.
call.
He was in Discord, so I figured I'd message him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Send him the Zoom link. Send him the Zoom link. Let's get him in here. He gonna like the spicy stuff.
Panties on.
So while we're waiting for Ranger, see if we can get that there. Fish up 3v3. You know, Rambam. I know watching some of the ended stuff over there. One of the ways that you were able to pull off some spicy wins over there and get some clears. C and some Night Sisters, I believe, versus JMK. Is that right?
Did I do C and Night Sisters?
I think you had like the stealthy Night Sister, like the Acolyte
I
over
forgot
there.
about that. Yeah.
Against JMK.
Yeah, so JMK, no, it wasn't against JMK, was it? Was it against JMK? No, it was. Yeah. It was. So JMK was on defense, and so I was like, all right, well, let me put C down, and shout out to who was it that told me? I forget. I'm sorry. Someone in my channel told me about the Night Sister Acolyte and Night Sister DACA also works instead of Acolyte and Zombie. And basically, what it is as long as that team does not have an AOE like Anakin primarily. GMY works as well, but as long as there's no AoE, they have to target Zombie, and they'll never target Acolyte. She stays under stealth, and they can't target C, and C just eventually just. No, it wasn't C. It was Slacker. It was Slacker, not C. It was Slacker.
All right. Well,
either way.
Regardless, I hope you enjoyed doing that, because CG decided that you know what, JMK was not good enough on defense as it is.
Yeah.
Now, JMK, when he gets into his high ground over there, he gets a little bit more utility.
Yeah.
And they added an ability for him to dispel stealth at the start of each of his turns. After he has entered the high ground.
Stupid
and
stuff.
I realized that as I was doing arena climbs, this fix just went live with the post with Lord Vader. And so when I had when I was going in and doing arena battles, I was like, my stealth's getting dispelled, everything on Hermit Yoda or everything on GMY that I took, it's all getting dispelled. I'm like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And then when I went against Darkseid and Sith C battles, I was like, okay, put it on auto, and I started realizing I'm hitting under their protection. Why am I hitting under protection? And that was because of this update. I'm like, oh, okay, so more useless changes that we didn't need to have, because it's not like Kenobi's already too OP.
I was already autoing JMK against C. It was never an issue.
Everybody except JMK mirrors.
Yeah, App Gains, talk to me.
He was a little underwhelming, I must say, as a proud new Kenobi owner. I just didn't think he had the stuff, and I'm really happy about these changes. They're positively impacting. Maybe I bribed Capital Games a week ago. Maybe I shafted all of you guys, but that's my business, not yours.
You live close, you've got the power, right?
I do. I'm just a hip, whatever that saying is, away from them. A hop, skip, and a jump away.
Hop, skip, and a jump. Yep.
A stone's throw, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
That's more Wolfie style right there. Right, Ranger's trying to get in there. What else we got going on?
Ranger's getting in there? Okay.
How'd your GAC wind up there, Mort?
I told you how it went, damn it.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm making
attention.
thumbnails
God.
right now, and even I'm paying attention.
Right.
What a friend.
That's what when you're old like me and you can't pay attention to half the shit, I understand. But Ram, you just turned 30 and you're already screwing yourself
Come
up.
on.
God damn.
Hey, he's got his
Dude, I
Seaman
told you,
level
man.
2 certification now.
The fact
He's a
that
big
you have to
old
ask,
man.
yeah, exactly. The fact you even have to ask me how it went is just frustrating to me. Just
Were
frustrating.
you not watching on
No, I don't watch
twitch.tv
his streams.
Why do you think my viewership is so low? People already know I'm going to win, so what's the point?
That's why you got to spice it up by
I don't
losing
watch
on
his streams because I'm
purpose.
too busy going in typing exclamation redeem nerdy bomber.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I sent
I
him
hope
the
you guys
link,
can't
Ed.
hear my fleet battle right now.
I don't
sent
know
him
what
the link
holdup
too.
is. He needed a passcode. I sent him a passcode.
There's a passcode. I didn't
There's a
need
passcode. Why is there a passcode?
Don't know.
I didn't
idea.
get a passcode.
I have
He's
no
trying to
idea.
avoid me. I recorded the video with him
Professionals.
this morning.
Let me try something else, Ranger.
There's a professional streamer right here.
I know.
Listen,
Yeah.
everybody else got in here fine, all right?
Do you guys ever wonder
man.
why this is called the Roundtable, yet we're in a square?
Good point.
Has Mort ever
There's a
addressed
point.
this issue?
I have,
No.
I have attempted to,
No.
but I got nowhere. I kept hitting a corner.
See, there's the problem.
Hey, Ranger, I just sent it to you again. I don't know if it's gonna work. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
You killed AP.
Hold on a second. I'm about to sing a song.
We broke-
What's
We
that?
broke up games.
here.
Hey.
Hey, long time no see, Ranger.
Hey, AP, what's going on, buddy? What's going
It's
missed-
on?
you
almost
missed
like
the
I
best
saw
joke
you
of
a
the
few
night.
hours ago.
Yeah, we hang out for a little bit. Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
How was you? It's cracking, Ranger.
I thought that this was going to be like a normal Mort stream, so I'm like, I'll just hop into Discord and come hang out with my buddy Mort. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
They're doing a
Oh
Zoom.
no, it's the round table.
Zoom.
Every 2 weeks.
The Roundtable.
I was like, oh, discussions, huzzah!
Yeah, you're gonna like this spicy one.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about GAC. How'd your just quick recap? How'd your season go? 3v3. Love it, hate it.
No, I mean, GAC for me it's typically I go either 12-0, 11-1, and 10-2, and that's how much. That depends on how much I fuck around. I mean, honestly. I mean, and this
Thanks,
round I did-
YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
Peace. Word.
I'm sorry.
Word.
Oh.
I said
we're
shit.
monetized anyways.
I said shit during the intro, Ranger. Okay.
Okay, there we go. No, but I mean, it really, because I'm going to be doing that content versus developer thing. So me and Thane, who's my partner, we were practicing like speed runs. So I lost 2 because of that, where we were like, just go with this team. We were just trying out some stuff. So when I could have easily been 12-0, but I don't really care. I mean, I really don't. I think I'll finish in the top 5 or 6 in my division in GAC Center and stuff like that. I think, you know, I've been undefeated enough times that I'm like, okay, I've done it 3 or 4 times. I just don't care. You know, I'm more about like testing things out and having fun with the fans and trying some stuff out than I am about
More fun that way, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. It really is. I mean, you
At some point, I'm gonna transition the same way too, because I want to start playing with my toys when I start getting them.
I mean, I did learn some things that on 3v3, some counters, some teams that, you know, that work really well. Kenobi will one-shot Rey. That was one of my strongest things, is that if they didn't have Kenobi, nobody's beating my Rey. Rey is still the queen, but Kenobi 3v3 versus Rey, one-shots, easy.
Assuming Ray Cat, you mean? Because,
Even
man.
Rey Cat, it's Kenobi Cat with GK is just going to eat that alive. I mean, Rey just cannot survive enough from Kenobi Cat. So, I mean, you know, and I was running the typical team with Rey. I switched it up. I went Rey, Armorer, and Hermit Yoda. Any C's out there, I don't care if they had 200,000, we're getting basically one-shotted by my Rey. There was a lot of 3 or 4 shots on my Rey, but JMK just it's a game changer. I mean, it's a total game changer with that. If someone has that, they're going to beat my way. So I can't, rely on that as I used to. So, but overall, pretty good running 3v3. I'm happy with it.
That's another nice little transition to our next topic over here. How are you liking the JMK updates? You think it was even necessary?
Yeah, I do.
The little changes to his kit.
That was
spelling stealth and.
Yeah, I think so, because this is something, I guess it's no secret now that Crumb brought it out that I am a tester for this stuff, and a lot of these changes and stuff are a lot of the beta testers that are doing this kind of things and suggestions, and the AI changes to Kenobi and things of that nature were really important because SLKR and 3v3 totally dominated JMK this 3v3 round, and so these are some of the stuff that we bring up to them, like, you might want to fix this kind of thing. So, but yeah, I think the Kenobi changes are important. I've been seeing some of the reactions to Lord Vader, how he sucks and things of that nature. He does not. Just stop with the nonsense. Kenobi and Anakin.
It was the exact same way with when JMK got launched.
Kenobi was a little bit better by himself, right?
He is a little bit better. Anakin with the Empire or Lord Vader is really good. He's much better, just like Kenobi is with Cat. Mm-hmm. If you're getting Lord Vader, he's fine with an Empire team. Just don't go against JMK. You're going to get your ass handed to you.
But I mean, JMK
I think
when he came out.
Go ahead.
So I was just say real quick, JMK when he came out, I got him day 2. I want to say he was relic 8 immediately. I was autoing Slacker, autoing JML, autoing Sith Eternal, and I had to manually play Rey, otherwise she'll whirlwind me to death. Again, I don't have Lord Vader from what I'm seeing on initial testing. I mean, we're going to talk about this later, but I guess we'll bring it up now. I mean,
as long as she gives great helmet,
a lot
I
more
don't
experience
care.
than I do, but from what I've seen initially, I don't know. But obviously, we have a lot more to see.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, Lord Vader is going to be really, really good. Him and Kenobi are perfectly balanced. Trust me on this. I can't say why, but you need Maul. That's going to be a big thing. Just like Kenobi needed, Cat, and Darth Revan needed Malik, to really make the team go.
I think the reason why people are, and this is just my take on it, I think the reason why people are saying that Lord Vader sucks, and I don't have him. I'm still a ways out. I'm working on Bad Batch as best I can, but 2 reasons. Number 1, we have to wait literally 3 months or 2.5 months for Maul, right? Whereas when Kenobi got released, it was a month or less than that for Cat to be on that team, right?
Well, I don't think we're waiting that long because we're going to have back to Conquest. So it's going to be
so a month and a half then.
Yeah, so it's really not that long if you.
Yeah, it'll be 3 conquests, but it won't be
3 conquests. Okay.
Yeah, prepare for a lot of drug use and sniffing glue, and I'm drinking a lot because I have a lot to say about Conquest, which I did yesterday. And
yep, I'm with you.
We'll be touching on it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. But the other reason is at least in GAC, maybe in Arena you can put whoever with whatever, right? It doesn't matter. But in GAC specifically, I'm seeing people running, or they're breaking apart their Vader team. They're breaking apart their Empire Trooper team, right? And they're putting it with Lord Vader. And the problem with that is, does he work with? And correct me if I'm wrong. Does he work with lower end
don't
Empire?
Do that.
Like Krennic?
Please do not break up your Imperial Trooper teams. If you want to run Krennic with that team, it's okay because the troopers with Veer, Stark, Death Trooper.
We're going to talk about that, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, the Imperial Troopers are still really, really solid without Piet because, that's one of the recommended things. However, I'm telling you guys, do not break up your Imperial Trooper teams.
Oh, hell, they just boosted Royal Guard, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
Royal Guard changes.
Oh, my God.
It actually
really
looks
nice.
Good. I haven't put a fade on it.
Really
It
nice.
looks really good.
And I'd like to point out, he's a ship character, so another reason to ship harder, boys!
Okay. Also, real quick, but they just made it harder to ship because they changed out his Omega ability for a Zeta ability So where it was maxed out before, they just downgraded my ship and are charging me a Zeta to bring it back up to where it was before.
That's a valid point.
But they've made it harder.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
At
But
this
it gives you more
point, if you're a veteran player, and I'm not even talking,
I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be fine. It'll be fine. And I really like the changes to Royal Guard. That was because the other two tanks for the Empire is Stormtrooper and Shore Trooper. You're going to kind of keep Shore Trooper on the side because you can still technically use that with the Vader team. If you want to go against Darth Revan, so you want to keep that, especially in threes. Stormtrooper, although good, is not as good as Royal Guard, and Royal Guard with his changes, they're really, really good, guys. Yeah. It's worth the investment.
That one I did see a lot of hope where he doubles his health and he just goes absolutely bonkers.
And with Lord Vader with his whole taunting at the beginning thing, that's helpful.
Infinitely tanking. I mean, yeah.
I'm perfectly fine running with Lord Vader. It wasn't exactly the rework I was hoping. I wanted Royal Guard to get a rework or a touch up a while back, but I was hoping that he was going to be more of like a Palpatine guard type character, but they're running with Lord Vader. That's perfectly fine. I think his rework's pretty nice. If we want to touch up on the rework and let people know what it was.
I just want to point out real fast, it's amazing to me that all this talk of reworks and Royal Guard got a Zeta and May still hasn't. That's amazing.
Get that shit out of here.
Let me just crush Ram Bam's hopes. There's no Mace rework. There's nothing planned. He's not getting a rework. I've already talked to Crumb. Crumb has made an official statement that there's nothing soon TM coming. So there you go.
Soon.
No,
not impossible. It's not impossible. It will come at some point.
It's not even being sniffed.
I'm sniffing it.
Well, what is being sniffed?
You can, but I mean,
he's sniffing it. I guarantee he's sniffing it.
But so the changes for his was at the start of the encounter of the Allied leader's Empire, Royal Guard gains max health equal to 5% of the Allied leader's max health. So under Lord Vader, holy shit. And then doubles his health until the end of the encounter. If at the end of each turn, if another ally took damage that turn, all Empire allies recover 6% health. In addition, Royal Guard taunts for one turn whenever. Now, that part didn't change. He still taunts when someone drops below 50%. But the doubling the health, the 5% max health thing. Whoo.
And Lord Vader's kit is all about health. They take their protection and turn it into health.
It's Nihilus Lee 2.0.
Yeah.
I mean, so you have to understand how the Lord Vader kit works, especially with Maul. It's about them damaging themselves. Maul helps Vader. Vader gets to his ultimate super fast. You guys have to understand that. I mean, fast, instantly. He gets
faster than Kenobi.
Yes, and so you have to take advantage of that. And Maul and Cat are counters to each other. It comes down to speed. If it comes down to Maul, if you're Maul, and you have that 10 speed leeway with Lord Vader, can go before Cat, you'll be okay. If not, you're going to be in trouble because she's going to kill somebody, and then it gets really wonky after that. You can still win, but it's not going to be as effective as you would hope.
I'll definitely be speeding up my Command Latano for sure. you can bet that.
I've got mine like 355, I think, at the moment. I'm going to try to get her above 360 soon. I have to move.
Yeah, I'm at 356. I'm checking right now. I'm bringing up to 370. It's going to be a necessity at that point.
Yeah. And if you're a GAC competitive person, you really have to kind of look at this kind of thing, like which characters, with the mods you have available to work on. And so Maul and Cat are going to be two characters, if you do have them, that you really need to think about speed. It's all about speed with them. It's not about damage. It's not about anything else. It's all about speed.
That's the majority
Which
of this
is
game.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but it's just speed has never changed in this game. It's speed kills. It's the ultimate. When I face opponents, the only reason I win is because I screw around. It's really the only reason I lose, and so it's not because of anything. Like, I always get the same matchups. We each have 4 GLs, but my mods blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
I've got characters like like I just took Echo to 360 something. I've got Gideon. Everybody's like in that high 350, 360 range, because you don't have those engines. You're just not going to do as well. So, I mean, you have to think about that kind of stuff, and speed's still king in this game.
speed is not everything, just to be clear. There are other stats out there, but you need to be taking turns. You need to be moving, and sometimes getting out there first and getting your TM train rolling, like you're saying with like Gideon, getting your troopers going first. That's everything. That's win or loss right there.
Like I'm about to redo. I kept Jedi Knight Luke after the changes the same way. He's fine. He's totally fine.
Oh, Jedi Knight Luke is great.
Gas, I went more offense. I'm doing more offense with Gas because of the protection change, and he still is really ridiculous. Gas is really good. I just ran him in light side TD phase 1, no diff, 4 for 4.
Oh yeah,
no
he was
problem
fun.
with 501st. It's actually better than it was before because he immediately stands up after 5 turns, which was not the case before. I'm telling you, light side TB, Gas 501st is money, straight money.
I completely agree. Now, Ram hates TB, but I love TB. Gas 501st just got so much better in TB. Oh my God.
It really did.
Oh my.
And can I tell you, having Kenobi for that GR mission, oh my God.
It feels
Kenobi
like you're cheating.
And Cat, I'm like, let me just put Padme, Kenobi, Cat, 2 other dinky GR, and I'm like 4 for 4. Like it's no problem whatsoever.
It feels like you're cheating.
It really does. Because Cat, first turn, if you run it right, the cycle right, somebody's dying immediately. Oh, Grievous, what are you doing over there, buddy? Oh, you're dead. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That sucks, so yeah.
Proving it live. So the Cowboy said in chat, so her insta kill gets affected by that 30% reduction.
No, insta kill is still going to insta kill.
So what Maul does and Vader does as well. You guys have to remember this, but he has to get to his ultimate, I think, for it to take effect. Maul, he starts against the Kenobi team because Kenobi's in there, and usually there's 2 Kenobis in there. He starts with 5 stats of English. Remember, we covered this we had the kit reveal.
Yeah.
He immediately ignores taunt. He gets all this crazy stuff. He goes into frenzy. He can target Cat, hit her for 2 turns. She cannot do her single damage ultimate kill. So, and you just constantly do that. She's constantly just not able to do her thing. She cannot kill anybody. So she becomes still good. I mean, she still hits really freaking hard, but she cannot one-shot anybody. That's the thing that Maul does that is really important.
So what you're telling me is that instead of running GK in that squad, you should run Mace. Got it.
Yes, not sure. Good stuff.
For sure.
Well, thanks for the insight. I appreciate that, Ranger, because I know you got a lot of insight dealing with CG and all them as well. I know App Gaines probably has as well. He just little less experience with the kids like me, so we don't have those high-end characters.
I'm a sellout for Capital Games now. Did you guys hear the word?
I know, you son of a bitch.
No. What was the word? What was the word?
No, people are just like, AP Games likes Capital Games too much.
I know, y'all need to shut the hell up. I watched that interview. That was a really well done interview with Crumb. That is not an easy.
Bird is the word.
It is not an easy interview. When you interview anybody, now I've interviewed a lot of people from CG and other people and stuff over the years. It's not an easy interview, and I thought it was a really nice interview. You guys had a nice conversation going back and forth, and the 2 things I kept seeing in chat was sellout and what's up with Arnold. Yeah. And I'm like, get the hell out of here! Really? Yeah. Why aren't you asking the tough question? Why aren't you asking about Arnold? And I was like, do y'all know this is an intro? This is his first interview. Shut the F up, really. Just shut up. If y'all want some hate, bring it my way because I
went to the. I went to the Fort Mort school of shutting down haters.
Hey, did you? Stupid. Good. Attaboy.
Kids need to shut up. Go to the corner, sit there and think about your life. Have sex first before you make comments that are stupid. Really pisses me off.
Have sex before you make stupid comments. I love it.
I like it. I like it.
Is that going to be one of the new GL requirements?
On the internet, everybody has a big pair of balls.
That's going to be the biggest
internet
paywall
warriors.
to GL
I'm
Boba.
so brave. I'm going to go after AP. First of all, he got an interview with Crumb. You should be happy.
That's my sword right there.
Deal. That is a huge deal.
Sword. I don't have a sword.
I got a few swords. You want to borrow?
Oh my God.
I can't even comment my stream when they raid over. They just
What
drop
do you
in and
mean?
leave.
Mort, shut up. I'll get Crumb on your stream.
No, he comes over. Crumb made a
Crumb
comment.
comes over all the time.
Crumb makes a comment though.
Yeah,
He's like, I gotta
Crumb's
be careful
great.
about speaking because I could get in trouble. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
no, he's more than happy because he really wants to support the community.
I know he
Joji
does.
wants to support the community too. You have to be reasonable. They can't answer questions like what's coming up next. They're not going to answer those kind of questions. You just have to be realistic about like.
What if we
there is
ask
stuff
Willie
that-
nice? Willie nice.
Willie,
So there's
Willie, nice.
The Willie not going to answer.
I'll show you my Willie.
Ooh.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for some mechanics answers from Crumb, so we better get on that at some point. But
What kind of mechanic answers?
Oh, you're talking about with the yeah, no.
oh,
we should roll into that with the
the
conquest.
mastery and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, you're talking about those.
Yeah, that was a different.
Well, I'm
thing.
not going to talk about conquest till we get to the
Yeah.
conquest. So I'm just throwing that out there. But
Well, see,
yeah,
the last thing that we had to touch on with Lord Vader was just how
His
many are we
kit.
seeing?
not a lot.
Because realistically, I mean,
I wasn't
JMK,
real
day
thrilled
one.
with this kit.
No, his kit's great. It's so overwhelming. I'm
There's
so
a lot
I'm taking-
going on.
It's overwhelming and
It is.
boring, and the visuals.
Yeah, that was something I
Visuals
brought up
were-
on
No,
Rangers lunch stream yesterday. Is I just feel like the visuals were
Very
not as cool as the
lackluster.
events. The
I
event
will-
looks dope.
Yeah,
The
the
event
event's
looks
dope. The event's dope. The visuals, I think, are
yeah.
really good. I think they couldn't do stuff like we're going to kill all the younglings kind of thing. They did the Jedi
They could have
Temple.
though. They just chose not
But
to.
why not? Ranger.
The kids
They could
to die.
They could have.
really
They literally
PG.
could have just had him walk into a room
Master
and be like,
Skywalker, what are we going to do? There's too many of them. That's
they
not
could have.
happening.
What I think they really missed what they did with
This is
with
one of the worst ones I've
JMK.
seen.
JMK, every ability in there is a meme, right?
Oh,
it's
everything.
it's I have the high ground, I have the blah blah blah. With Lord Vader, it's all it's
They
things
have a
that
few in
aren't.
there. I mean, my new empire is, one. Your new empire. I mean, there is some.
Yeah, but like Dark Harbinger,
Yeah,
Unshackled Emotions.
Right, they could've-
I wasn't super stoked. I was.
They could've
not as
put-
many.
Joe. I
Yeah,
loved you.
that's what I
honey.
wanted to be all.
Yeah.
I
You're
wanted to
my
go,
brother.
I need some anger. I need some anger in here.
Doesn't
Oh,
he
yeah.
have
Angsty teenager
like
with a good
underestimated or
ability.
something? Wasn't that an ability? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he has like
Underestimated
underestimated,
the
but
Saxy games,
then I don't know. There was so many things that Anakin said in the third movie that they could have put in there as a name, but whatever. It is what it is.
They should have
That's a-
shown Mace
that's a
going out the
fine new-
window.
That's God damn it.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be an event.
I thought that was gonna be in the event too. Honestly,
when Shock T showed up, I was like, it's okay, it's fine, but
Well, the
It's a nice-
Shakti thing is a.
it's
is,
the deleted scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was cool, but
It's a,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a tip
canon.
of the cat to that, and I really like that.
yeah.
I did appreciate that more than a lot
Yeah.
of people. But yeah,
Also,
This
we
is the
already
one
had
time where I'd have been
Anakin.
fine with them doing the
Killing
whole
Mace.
Windu going out of the wind. Yeah, I would have been fine with that because it literally fits. It works.
We already had Anakin killing Mace for the Sea event.
We don't.
Sorry.
He didn't kill him. You can't prove it.
yeah, Jedi's can
Okay.
survive very large
Yep.
falls.
No. You will die.
I don't like that Lord Vader and Vader are synergized together. I don't like that Moff Gideon fits in the synergy here. I really don't like that Grand Admiral Thrawn fits here.
Why don't you like that Vader and Vader work together? I mean, Kenobi works with Kenobi. Luke works with Luke.
the same place twice?
Luke
could
works
Kenobi
with
be in
Luke.
the same
Ray
place
works
twice?
with
Have you
Ray.
ever watched-
Vader works with Vader.
Always
Slider
hated
works
that.
with
Hold on,
Always
have you
hated
works
ever
with Kylo.
watched Doctor Who? Come on.
Okay, every GL works with another iteration of themselves.
I know.
Jedi Master
Yeah.
Kenobi goes
I know,
with General
I
Kenobi.
know, I know.
Slacker goes with crew.
Can I just put my
Ray
opinion
goes
out
with
there?
JTO.
Listen, we
Let
got
this
like.
man complain on the internet.
I know. Don't we have like
let me
1,200
get my
cons?
Reddit out.
Complaining on the internet. Come on.
Dare you?
Starting my Reddit string right here, right now, followed by my OnlyFans.
I'm calling the internet police.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
I would have liked, honestly, I would have liked some little snippets of 501st synergy just because it's Vader's fist, right? I mean, 501st
That was
Legion,
cool.
but it's still Vader's
Hey,
fist. It
that's
would've been
my
a nice
title
little-
when I go into GAC. Hey, you're about to get fisted by Vader's fist. Enjoy.
Yeah. It would have been a nice little homage, but obviously I probably would make the faction.
Did
a
you
little
just
bit
say
too powerful.
homage?
Yes,
Homage.
he did, because he's fancy.
Fancy.
He can't say homage. He's fancy. He says homage.
You guys out there might want to check out this link as well
Road.
to vote for next month's what is it, Galactic Chase? Is that what it was? Malevolence or
Oh
Negotiator?
yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. This is one thing I'm not in the loop with. That
It's
happened.
free
and I was
Geo shards,
like,
baby. Just let it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
Carrie.
basically free.
Yeah.
Geo
We'll take
Notion.
free shards. Sure.
Yep.
No, like
Dude, that's
Mort was
what
they're-
saying, there's a vote for the next Galactic Chase, whether it's going to be Malevolence
The Galactic
or
Chase. The greatest
the
adventure for his
Negotiator. Again, sure, thanks. Nice catch-up mechanics for newer players, but
Well, that's the thing.
thoughts?
I think that CG has done a wonderful job with the character shards. There's no debate about what they've done for character shards for newer players.
double
to catch
drops.
up. Yeah, double drops, just unbelievable. And if not even the double drops, but if you look at like the crystals, if you get crystals, if they are past that year, they go from 16 to 32 at the max. That's
everything was
incredible.
doubled.
Yeah. And I think they've done a great job at that. The thing that I really want them to do is this gear 8 to 12, we got to change it. It's got to be changed. Stun guns, stun Corbantes, Droidicas,
Well,
all this stuff has to go to the next double drop, quadruple drop.
That's
We need
why
to go-
double drop was ingenious, and I was trying to tell people that. I said, you're getting double the amount of shards now, and you can't keep up with gear, guys.
I know, and that's
Quit
why I
opening
think it needs to
characters,
change.
otherwise you're paying for it.
Yeah, I think it needs to change. It
think
has to
it'll
change immediately as soon as possible, because if it doesn't happen, then you can have a 7-star character till the cow comes home, but if you don't have the gift for it, you're basically, you're just
Anything under gear 12 is useless right now.
What they
Excuse
did,
me.
Depending
Depending
on your level.
what they did was
in
satisfy
TB.
the collectors
Sure.
because they can get everybody faster, but then the people who want to spend are going to spend because they can't get there fast enough. So
You can't do the high level mods. You can't do a lot of things. And where they're making their money is relics. Right side gear pieces and relics. I'm fine with them doing that, but you've got to give something to the free to play community. You did it with the hyperdrive bundle. You did it with shards. Let's go. Let's change challenges. Let's get this shit squared away.
Update Mace's challenge to include stun guns.
Okay,
Another-
you ruined
another
my
level of
argument by
challenges?
saying goddamn Mace. Really?
He's got a point. That would help.
I'd
It would be
rather
how
get
that
Mark
gear
5
doesn't-
stun guns than Mark 4 stun guns.
good point.
Yeah.
Mace,
yeah,
Mace
another-
needs some more use.
Another level to those challenges is, something that's always brought up with the gear crunch and everything. And just some way to make those all those gear pieces, those earlier ones, just easier to get and stop requiring so many freaking Kairos. But anyways, go on.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Someone said, "Hey, Lord Vader's gear requirements are nicer than the Kenobi." It's like, is it 700 card text? Well, yes.
So,
Okay.
You mean what? 700 per Bad Batch?
No, 700 for Lord Vader, just like
Jesus
Kenobi.
Christ.
And I have a Relic A Kenobi, so I know how awful that was.
It was pretty awful. Guys, not trying to flex, but I have a Relic Kenobi now, so the gear crunch.
Oh, yeah?
Not bad.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you
You
guys.
welcome to
have
the big
gone
boys.
from you have fulfilled your destiny.
Way to ship harder.
Destiny. It's pretty great.
I'm telling you,
I'm
man.
using him right now.
At your GP level with Jedi Master Kenobi, you're going to dominate AP. I'm scared for the people you're going to face.
I already dominate with no GLs. Now it's just,
I know. That's just even horrifying. Oh my God.
I sometimes don't even place defense because the ships are just.
I've got SOKR.
Mort raised
Well, have
me
you met
properly. The
Kenobi?
ships are just too saucy.
Hold my beer. I got Kenobi.
Speaking of raising up things, let's raise up some issues with Conquest. Rambam, you want to go first? I know you wanted to wear it out. Go have at it.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I will top Rambam watch.
Oh, I know you will. I know
Usually
you will.
Rambam does
If
the
you
top
did, if you
end,
guys
but-
didn't see the what was it, the lunch stream last night or the evening
Wednesday
stream last
night
night?
stream. I
Wednesday night stream?
finally did a
Oh.
Ranger rant. I went off. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was really pissed.
Yep. But
And this
I
is a guy
echo a
that's
lot
going to
of
get
those.
the red box.
I echo a lot of those. I'm gonna get the red box too.
I already have the red box.
I'm
Yeah,
at
it's-
almost.
I
I'm
can't even
almost
get
at
past
6.
the red guy. Well, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
I got the red box yesterday. Finally got my last Knight Brothers Maul and Savage kill.
Wait, my GL just lost to Sidious, for Christ's sake.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, I'm almost at box 6. I'll get the red box. We've got 4 days or 5 days left. I'm not worried about it. It's the problem that I have. Okay.
Break it down for us.
The energy, first off, complete bullshit. All right.
Yep.
The energy that you have to use
Amen.
to do anything, and you still have a low cap on it. You still have 144 going up to, I think, max of like 250.
Keep going.
It takes forever
Preach it.
to get that energy consumed, plus 20 energy per node, plus the useless amount of feats that are in it with the whole,
going.
you can't do the mid-tier boss. You can't one-shot it. You can't even two-shot it. You have to go in 3 fucking times. That's 60 energy
going.
times 5. That's what, 100 and 180, 200 energy, something like that. Who knows? Whatever. I don't math. Okay.
Over 9,000.
It's insane. On top of that, I'm not complaining about the difficulty, but I'm complaining about the fact that this is a mobile game, all right? I play this game to enjoy it when I'm at lunch on work, when I'm sitting there with some downtime. This mode right here, how they have designed it now, makes me feel like I have to play World of Warcraft again, okay? I'm sitting here having to grind, and if I don't sit here and grind, guess what? I'm not getting the red box unless I refresh and
you
pay
killed the
into
Lich
it.
King. I know you did, like I did. Shut up.
I did kill Lich King, but that was also a PC game. I understand the grind on the PC game. Oh my god.
Maybe sing the song.
What song? What song?
Sing it to him.
I made Ram Bam fall.
Brings
over.
back the memories. That brings back the memories. God, I miss the Lich King.
I did too.
Arthas.
The amount of feats.
Yeah, I totally played WoW.
Adding the extra amount of feats is crazy.
Yeah.
Adding the extra amount of feats is insane. If you're not going to mess with the energy, if you're going to keep the energy the exact same and you're adding feats, that is literal ludicrous bullshit. On top of that, with they
were very upfront what their intentions were. They said they said in their post about the new conquest, people are finishing this too quickly. We want this to take longer. We want this to take.
They're very clear.
Forever.
Can I give my little rant here for you guys? Because I have to go join Crumb on his stream. Can I give my 2 cents
They're
in before I
extremely
jump
Go
over,
for it.
please?
All right.
For a favor.
Yeah.
Let me breathe in deeply.
Suck it.
All right. Ram Bam is right about the energy, but he missed some things. First of all, the energy only refreshes like it's Cantina. F that. That's wrong. It needs to be faster. And if you want to increase the amount of feats, you have to increase the amount of energy that players feed. If you're going to require crystals, that's bullshit. Because if you're going to keep it at Cantina Energy Refresh, which is basically you get like 120, I think, for a 24-hour period, that's wrong. You're basically trying to make players spend crystals. Speaking of crystals,
Smart.
it costs 1,400 crystals to do the event at a minimum to get Maul. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, it really is. The other problem is that you need to spend more crystals than that, because if you're trying to beat these feats, you have to spend the energy, and you have all these feats that require a certain amount of characters and or stamina to beat them, i.e. the 14 battles, which I think they need to get rid of immediately. Not 3 months, not after 3 tries. We'll review the data. This has to happen immediately. The energy per battle is wrong. You are wrong for doing this. I know you want to make this harder, but this is not harder. This is time.
Mine's still 15.
They didn't even say they wanted to make it harder. They said they wanted to make it take longer. They said they wanted to be more time consuming. That was their entire goal, and they have achieved it.
I know. The problem with that is you have lost a lot of players. I know a lot of players who are Krakens, who are no longer that are quitting this game, or no longer going to spend. I've never seen that before from these players, because the time sink that you have created with Conquest is ridiculous.
Yep.
I have plenty of time to do Conquest. it's still a lot of effing time to do this. I'm okay with some of the things for the feats because you can knock them out along the way.
Yep.
However, the specific, you have to have 14 teams to knock out this or that. Needs to go. You need to change that to general feats. The energy needs to go back to 15. This has to be a fun event. It is not a fun event. It is very time consuming and it is not worth it. Speaking of data disk, I'm moving on to other parts. Data disks are fine.
All right, I'll let you keep ranting. I'll just keep ranting. I was just saying I was talking with Rand beforehand, and we were sort of like saying that this sort of feels like an overcorrection. The first Conquest was all fun, no challenge, or it was a little bit of a challenge, but it was all fun. You had your deployable cooling systems, you had all that sort of stuff, and it was great.
Bored. People are bored. You know,
the next one was a little bit better. The next one they had that,
the community.
But it was the same feats. It was kind of boring with all that sort of stuff, and everybody knew what to do. So everybody who like put in a little bit of effort didn't have to refresh or anything, got their Commander Tano. So they put in all this design time and whatever into Commander Tano, and they didn't make nearly as much money off of it as they had expected to. So this is their overcorrection, Galactic Conquest over here, where they need to go and make all the money they didn't make off of Commander Tano.
Why does it have to be a 2-week event, though? That seems quite a large attention span.
It's just because people don't have the time, and I understand why it's a 2-week event, because people have real life. They have families and jobs and things of that nature. They can't commit the time necessarily. Some people can. They can knock it out in 3 days. I'm okay with that. Some people, it takes a lot longer.
Shorter. I mean, GC is 3 days. Even GAC has breaks. Like, it doesn't need to. They can have a bunch of them. We get like a fourth of the shards.
But the problem with that is they are introducing characters like Razor Crest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can just do it more.
Here's a couple things that they need to do to fix this. All right. Here's a couple things that they need to, that I would say that solutions, right? Beyond just reducing the amount of energy, reducing the feeds, whatever the case is that Ranger just suggested. It's a couple other things specifically. Okay. Number one, change up the RNG a little bit. All right. Guarantee some things. It is absolute fucking bullshit that I'm going through and I don't get a single purple card, not even after the Sector 5 boss.
Same.
Okay.
I did on my baby account. I got
a fucking card. A purple card.
RNG on cards is
just
bad.
one. The entire fucking event, just one would be just do that. Just one after Sector 5, so that you can you've now beat it, right? You've beat Conquest, and so now that purple card helps you kind of go back and do all the extra feats. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Second, going through and being like, all right, you know what? I have the horrible RNG, and so I have 4 or 5 gas teams and a Padme team all in a row. This guy has Tuskens and Jawas and fucking Phoenix and Mom Mothma and not a single gas team in sight. Fuck you for that bullshit ass RNG. Change that shit.
Oh, they fixed the RNG. Everybody gets tons of gas and Padme teams now.
Not apparently. No, because there's still people that
mirror
are skipping.
damage is fun to deal with, let me tell you.
Yeah. No, everybody hates going against gas teams. I know they changed it a little bit with the 20% reduction instead of 100%. It's still outrageous bullshit. GL still lose against it. It's insane.
My GL just got wiped 3 times on Sidious.
On Sector 3, yeah, it's painful.
Just hold on real quick. Just make sure, Mark, you're not using any Terminator game data discs, are you?
So I just went back and looked. I moved some stuff around, but he only had 90%. But still,
no. I'm just make sure you're not using anything that gives you turn meter, right? Because Lacquer dies with turn meter. I'm just making sure.
But it's all RNG. That's the problem.
I know.
I don't read it.
Because you don't get. It's so random, and I hate that. I mean,
this one I didn't find a single purple data disc the entire time.
I got one at the very last sector. I beat Kenobi.
I didn't get any.
I'm like,
See, that's fine. I'm fine with the one at the very end. That's fine. Just guarantee one, because you have people that are. I know people that
I
have
think
2
Sector 4 and 5
massively overpowered.
Purple.
Who has none?
I'm sorry. I just do. I think Sector 4 and 5. It's really bad.
Completely agree.
Is really bad. This is bad. This is them shooting the moon, and this is them really messing up. I can't defend this. I like a lot of stuff that CG has done recently, but this is not defendable. I can't defend this.
That's
I like
tough when
some
you
of the new
can't
data
defend it.
discs.
Yeah.
I know.
I think some of the new data discs are good. I like some of the feats. I think they're kind of interesting. And, you know, when you give agency to the players to kind of figure out what they want to use for teams, that gives them a lot of options. So in case you don't have like troopers, you can use rebels or something like that. But the thing that they've done is they've really pigeonholed players that if you don't have it, like I've got Bad Batch. Me and Rambam were talking about this earlier. I've got Bad Batch. I can go do these feats easily in sector 3, 4, and 5 because I have Bad Batch. If you don't, you're hosed. And the problem with Bad Batch is that they are so gear dependent with 400 card techs a piece that it's really hard for people that are free to play or small spenders or things of that nature. I just think this is a bad move. They have got to scale this back, and they cannot wait till after 3G or Galactic Conquest to do this. It is really bad. People are quitting over this. This is not a good state of the game. We've lost content creators. We've lost a bunch of Krakens that have spent over $100,000 in this game that have, committed to this game that you've lost. You have got to find a way to get them back. And that's
talking like ways to fix this and everything. Somebody said that they sort of pigeonholed themselves a little bit. I think that they've sort of, painted themselves into a corner, pigeonholed, whatever euphemism you want to use over here, because, like I sort of said earlier with Commander Tana release and Maul release, they put a lot of, investment, whatever, into these characters and expect them to be big money makers. How much do people spend on Malak when he got released? How much do people spend on General Skywalker when they got released? Spend on these big characters. They've chosen to include these hugely important, just really, really, really important characters. Like you were saying, Lord Vader does not work nearly as well without Maul. JMK does not work nearly as well without Commander Tano. So they have chosen to include these amazingly, hugely important characters into this game mode. So they can't make it too easy. They need to make money off of these characters. They need to, so they've sort of screwed themselves with this, I think, by including these characters there. If they made it lighter, or you got like some shards, or this wasn't the only way to unlock this character, if they had some other way for this, but because they're such an important character and they need to make money off this character, they have sort of forced themselves to make it this grindy and this crystal requirement, and you need to refresh this many times and spend this much energy. They've sort of painted themselves into a corner over here.
Which Lord GP can't do.
And it's tough. And like you said, lower GP can't really compete.
If you're
worried about other things.
If you're quitting the game over one game mode, you were thinking about quitting anyway. So have a good one.
Well, I know, but we have to have people that spend money on this game to keep the
I don't
game
disagree.
popular.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
They need to fix some shit, but the odds are the people that are actually beating these conquests are going to be the ones that are spending money anyway, and that was their ultimate goal. So
I know, but I mean, like for me and other people that are Division 2, Division 1 that have the GP, that have the characters, it's not a big deal. But I always try to think of this from a lower GP, mid-tier GP perspective. How fun is this?
Sure.
If you say 4 million GP is the minimum requirement to go into hard node, and then they can't even beat Sector 1, what kind of game mode are you creating? And what is the anticipation? What is the actual, what is the, what are you expecting from players to?
Well, there's the other side of the coin. It's something to look forward to, right?
It is.
Ranger, I've only actually really spent on this game for the past year and a half or so. I've been playing 3.5 years or so. I only really actually started spending a year and a half ago. So all of the new legendaries that came out, I never unlocked a single new legendary first round. I didn't have Revan first round, didn't have Malak first round, didn't have freaking Chewie or Bosk or any of them. Not Bosk, Chewie or Han or any of these guys, 3PO, any of these guys when they first came out. I had to wait. I had to sit there and watch all of you guys have fun with your new toys. And then 6 months later, that's when I eventually got my farming done. And that's when I was able to finally play with the characters. So, I mean, personally, I'm kind of used to waiting a little bit.
But I don't want that to be the trend. I don't want that to be like the thing that free to play has to well, I have no chance. So why do I care?
if I wasn't spending on it, I wasn't expecting to unlock Chewie first go around. It wasn't anything I was even considering.
I got to go join Crumb on his stream, which I hope you guys come all hang out. We're gonna go do the ship thing that he's been doing with the mystery.
The T word or YouTube?
It's he's gonna be on Twitch, so I gotta go hang out with him. So all you guys can come.
That's what did Ram Bam.
I want you all to come hang out with me and Crumb as we try to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. I wish I had more time to hang out with you guys. I am going to actually make some time to hang out with you guys when you do this next time, so I can really hang out and
and complain some more.
It's kind of hard when me and Crumb stream at the same time every day.
I know, right? Yeah. But love you guys, love you AP, love you Mort, love you
too, buddy.
Hey, don't throw your boy Ram.
Oh man, I love you, man.
Cheers,
Ram's a nice lover. He's
See you, Ranger.
So I'll see you guys over there. If you guys want to come join, let me know. I will get you into the Zoom call. You guys can come hang out with me and Crumb.
Yeah, we'll raid over afterwards. You can do that, right?
Come on, do it. Come on, down.
Sort of. Kind of.
All right. I'll see you guys in a few, or an hour, or 12, or whatever.
Be too long. All right, buddy.
See you guys.
All right.
See ya.
To his point, though, it's like I want to point out is if, like I said before, if you're quitting the game, you were probably wanting to quit it anyway. But I'm a big fan of. I'm in no rush to beat that conquest because I know my account can't do it. If I want to enjoy the challenge, I can enjoy the challenge. There are a couple of things that irk me about the conquest, but do I think I should be beating level 5 without a GL or anything? Without high relics? Hell no. Hell no. Not from a business standpoint.
No,
so
of
I
course
get what
not.
they're doing.
But it's so.
Again, that being said, it is super duper grindy, and a lot of it does piss me off. Not to detract from what Ram Bam said in any way, shape, or form.
Issue with it. That's my biggest issue with it is because I know Ranger even said it. He has the time to devote to this and get the red crate, and that's fine. I will get the red crate too. However, you also have to understand I'm super lucky that this came out not during my study time. If this had come out 2 weeks ago, fuck it. I would have literally said, I will pay you for you to do this for me because I don't have the time, right?
And then Mort would have paid me to do it.
I work for a living.
Pretty much what it comes down to.
I have a real life job, right? This isn't my only time thing that I do. I have a real life job. I have a real life family. I have a daughter that I spend time with and try to, do things for. I also, build things for the community and do things off stream. I don't have the time to sit here on a mobile game and be like, let me refresh energy 8 million times and do this. The grind is what pisses me off, not the difficulty. The difficulty I'm perfectly fine with. I'm at a 7.9, almost 8 mil account. I fully expect difficulty. I want difficulty because it makes it more of a fun event for me, more of a challenge for me.
I just don't want to press auto and everything. It's boring. It's like
I don't want to press auto, but I also don't want to sink
where I'm on the other side.
I'm
okay with auto in 80% of it. Do I think some of it should be manually played? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, it's the time sink is what pisses me off because it's a mobile game. I feel like they stepped out of bounds with the amount of time required for this. I mean, like we were saying, it was an overcorrection. They went from the bottom, now we're here. And they just completely skipped everything in the middle. And so it was, they need to make a serious adjustment on a lot of things. I think some of the things that the community has been, going back on and saying, hey, this is what you should do. This is, they should take point and listen at least this time because it's going to have bad repercussions later down the road. Real soon if they don't make a course correction on Conquest. I personally, if they're going to keep it this difficulty, bring back the fun to it. Okay, bring back the deployable cooling systems. That shit was fun as hell.
Or anything comparable.
Or anything fun. Well, bring back something that made this fun because this mode is not fun.
You can't use it against the boss fight, right? You gotta swap it out. Something like that.
Right. I'm gonna get the red box. That's fine, but I want to have fun doing it. I don't have any fun. I'm just like, this is grindy. I don't want to sit here for 14 battles with Geonosians and be like, oh, you know what? And then you got to think, Geonosians at 100% with good mods can absolutely do a battle. Geonosians at 10%, they can't, right? And so you have to wait for that energy to refresh all the way through.
Screw 10%. Once I get down to 60 or 70%, it's like, okay, well, where'd my Geos go? Your 300 speed whatever character is now down to like 180, and it's like, all right, thanks for playing.
Dude, the speed on some Geos. I took my Grievous in against some Geos the other night. I never got a turn. The Geos completely took out my GG. I was like, seriously? How fast can you make these people? What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, not take on Grievous? I get it. Okay, fine.
So in reference to your comment, right, the time sink in this is no more than what Mort puts into a week of GAC. Yes and no. Okay, GAC is
That's
not
optional.
Designed. GAC exactly. GAC is optional if you want to be competitive. If you want to win,
comparison or shit.
There you go. Yeah, they're absolute shit, right? This is designed according to their recommended thing, and me and AP talked about this the other day. Normal mode
can't get
is already. Normal mode is pretty easy. Still a lot of energy, but it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to get a good box rewards on that, but you get crap, right? You get crap rewards.
Suck.
And then when you get to hard mode, good luck even getting one box at a 4 million account, right?
Yeah.
They overcorrected. They need to do a course correction.
Here's what I think is the absolute end all be all of why it sucks. The reason that you guys gave some pushback when Ranger brought up 4 content creators left, Krakens are quitting. I think the reason they're doing that is because you have to whale to get the red box unless you just absolutely grind it out indefinitely. Right. And people want to spend money on this game. People do spend money on the game. You guys have spent money on this game. I've even spent a little bit of money on this game. They need to make it so it's easy to justify spending the money, because if you spend the money and it sucks, people are going to get frustrated. But if if it's like a marquee character where you just spend the money, you got the character, you spend the money, you got the gear, go have fun. People will do that. But if you spend the money and then on top of it do something that really sucks, people are going to be like, well, why would I spend a few $100s each conquest if I'm not even spending money on something that I enjoy? And I think that's where they went wrong.
Yeah, and that is that point right there that Ed just put in there. That is another reason this conquest has pissed me off.
Oh my
he just
God,
got his third massively overpowered. Okay, if you don't know what massively overpowered is, as soon as you get 10 buffs, you do. Thank you. As soon as you get 10 buffs, you do massive damage on your next hit for whatever target. If you think that is not speeding up you getting through a battle, you are sorely mistaken. It is beautiful. He just got 3. There are people that haven't even got 1, myself included.
Oh yeah, I got 0 double data discs. Yeah.
That needs to change.
What I really hate in the normal mode for like lower end players, like on my girlfriend's account, if she doesn't get like 2 good data discs in the first time, she is not clearing sector 1 or 2.
Yep.
Like if she doesn't have a ruthless swiftness or something useful, even like a blue whatever gives you protection just so her weak characters, like even like at like 1.5 million GP, like it's so hard. She got to a Grievous mid boss and she has Relic Darth Revan, Relic Jedi Knight Revan, full Relic Seal. She can't beat it. She can't go on with the rest of the conquest because the mid boss Grievous is unkillable because she didn't get any good data discs, and it sucks.
I had a zone that literally gave me 2 out of 3 data discs, where a gray 1-star data disc that says tanks taunt for 1 or for 2 turns at the start of the battle.
So
and I'm like,
use it, but it's
that's nice, disc. But that's 2 discs out of 3.
I have videos of me multiple sections where all 3 were the exact same in the same. It was like sector 2.
I've seen them.
Every single time they're all exactly the same. Same color, same everything.
Trash can.
Cowboy.
I have noticed, at least for me, like at the end of the sectors, I have been getting consistently at least like the blue discs. I haven't seen any purples, but the end of the sector ones for me were consistently blues. They were not greens or whites.
Yeah.
But not for everyone else.
I got the same purple 4-star on my baby account at the end of phase 2 and in the middle of phase 3. Other than that, nothing. No,
like my discs on my main account were all terrible. I just happened to be over geared and relics for conquest because I'm at the end of normal. Like I'm about to go into hard mode, so it's easy anyway. I don't even need discs, but I got terrible discs. So if I was dependent on extra mastery from assists and stuff like that, I would have been completely screwed. But you got to be able to buy the discs.
There needs to be energy
to buy whatever disc we want.
There needs to be some equalization of data discs. Maybe even here's a brilliant thought, CG. Okay, here's a brilliant thought. Monetize the shit out of the data disc, and this is why I'm saying this. Give us a chance to refresh the data disc. Oh look, I have 3 zones, or I have 2 zones of all grays. refresh for 50 crystals. Huh. Oh, now I have a zone with purple and a blue and a gray. You know, and you can refresh, monetize that. There's your money right there.
That's actually smart.
Done.
I can't believe
That
Rand
is
said
an
that.
excellent idea.
I will do that. I will do that. 100%.
Excellent idea.
Who gave you that idea?
I did. It's all up in here in this noggin. But yeah,
Hey guys, I gotta step out. I gotta make dinner for the family real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here in a minute. AP, thank you, man, for hanging in.
Yeah, we're just wrapping up.
All right, peace out, guys.
Good man.
AP Games, thanks for joining. And he left. But yeah, I mean, we can go on and on and on about Conquest. I can go on and on and on about my frustrations with Conquest. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get the red crate. I'm gonna get Maul. It's not that big a deal, but it is that big a deal at the same time, right? Because I used to, on a 6.5 mil account, with the way Conquest used to be, and this really kills people with alts, right? Mort would definitely understand this one. This kills people with alts because I don't have the time to dedicate the time sink that's required for this game mode on my main.
Hell no.
Let alone the alt. I'm not even touching it with the alt because I don't have the time sink. If you have the time sink, great. If you have the time, more power to you. A lot of people don't. A lot of people have lives. A lot of people have family. A lot of people have shit going on. There's just...
A lot of people don't want to.
Yeah.
Sam.
I mean, it's a personal choice, but at the same time, the game's not making it any easier. And that's... They went from 0 to 100 and completely skipped all 99 other numbers.
They did a really good job of giving us the 2-week stretch and all that stuff. And this step did go backwards, unfortunately. And the one thing I'll keep saying about them is they do keep revisiting, taking feedback, and making changes off of it. So I'm not going to sit here and, again, try to wear them out like a lot of people are. Am I a fan of what happened here? No. Do they need to fix it? I believe so. Will they fix it? I believe so. In the meantime, prove me wrong.
Yeah, I won't sit here and bash CG. I'm not sitting here and bashing CG and saying that they are the absolute...
They need to be bashed. I just don't think
they need to be bashed, but I'm not going to bash them because they're bad game creators. They love this game as much as we do. They want the game to thrive, obviously, partly because of monetary value. And I understand that. It's a mobile game. We understand that. But does that mean that they can't make mistakes? Absolutely not. They can absolutely make mistakes. And I think that this was a genuine mistake. And I do think that based on the past, they definitely listen to the feedback that the community provides as given by recent changes. They do listen to the feedback. Now, granted, we can sit here and bitch and complain about Vader and how useless Vader is, but there is an ultimate goal in mind, and content creators who test the game know that there's an ultimate goal. They see the ultimate goal. The reworks are justified. And you'll understand that later on. You just have to be patient. You have to understand that CG knows what is best for this game for the long run. Give them credit where credit is due. But I do think that this was a massive step in the wrong direction. They do need to make a course correction. Not go back to the complete way
it was not only just one bad decision, but first they had to take it down and then bring it back up. So it was already off to a bad start. And then they bring it up with all these changes as well. Yeah, it was. They got put through the ringer.
Little buggy start.
Yeah,
they got put through the ringer on this one.
It can be fixed, but they need to do some stuff before next Conquest because.
I concur.
Well, they need to be willing to recognize the things that are actually broken about it. You know, a lot of these things that we are saying are broken in their point of view are working as intended. You know, like I was saying, you know, their entire intention was for this to take longer, you know, for this to require more refreshes, for this to be more of a grind. So for them, that's working exactly as intended. That's a feature, not a bug. So we need to, you know, be able to convince them that, hey, this is not the right way to do things, and you're screwing yourselves over if you want to do it this way.
Yeah, it's true, Trent. They did get to keep their rewards, which is fortunate for the ones that were out to the races. But you know.
Yeah, I was able to keep the rewards from the last messed up Conquest. I kept all the rewards. Some people even got Maul shards. Some people got like 20 Maul shards, and so I got 5. Everybody. Yeah. It's crazy, but at the same time, it's, you know, that's all well and good. Right?
That's one thing we've learned from Conquest. Every time it opens, if you're serious about Conquest, do it ASAP, because like 33% of the time they take it down and you get free rewards. So spend your crystals in the first day if you're going to spend them anywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
There's one thing to learn from that. So
I don't think we don't really have anything else to really cover, right?
No, that's all I got.
Yeah, those were the big ones. We talked about the reworks, the kits and everything. We
bug fixes.
complained about
Omega's not
Conquest
farmable.
for a while. Oh yeah, Omega's farmable. That's a nice little
Fleet Battles
thing.
4D.
Yeah.
Battles 4D, so-
GOTB was given back after the ship debacle where you couldn't bring Executrix in. They gave you 500 get 2, 400 get 1, and 500 crystals, I believe. If your guild didn't get 3 stars, so I did get that on one of my guilds, thank goodness. So yeah, that's all I've got, guys. That's the end of Roundtable for this week. Unfortunately, you guys didn't know, Fredo had a family emergency and Reekeepea had a business thing he had to be at, so he couldn't be with us tonight. Typically it'd be the 5 of us, so we brought in a couple of ringers, obviously with Ranger and AP Gain, so thank you to them.
Go check out their channels. They're both on YouTube. Go check them out. We
Just
actually
real
get some
quick
links
to Monkey Man's questions over here. He's asking about who gives evasion up and everything. You know, some of the quests and conquest, quests and conquest. Some of the feats in conquest require specific buffs and everything. Any of these things, you can look it up on GG which characters give these buffs.
Yep.
So he was asking about who gives evasion up. You know, Commander Tano gives evasion up. But also Han Solo gives it on his shrug the shoulders move. Biggs gives it to himself whenever he gets crit. You know, there's a couple other characters that get the evasion up that you can use. Also, you know, you can use tricks like stealing buffs like evasion up with GMY. You know, he goes and copies them and spreads them around. So you can. There's a couple little tricks you can do to get the feats really moving in there. But any of those, if you want to look up who actually does those feats, SWGOH.gg, you can search for evasion up, search for potency down, anything that you need to check. All of it's on there.
Yep.
pretty good tool.
100%. All right. In the meantime, I got nothing else, guys. Let's go ahead and get out here. Crumb is streaming over there like he talked about. And apple juice is
actually,
good.
let me see if I can get a link to from stream real quick.
I've got it right there. Let's go. If you guys want to jump over there,
manually raid.
just say Fort Mort raid if you do go over there. But yeah, in the meantime,
Wait,
guys,
do you have it? I don't see it.
I don't see it in chat.
What?
There it
There
is.
it is. There it is. Now,
That took a while to pop up.
Yeah.
I did.
Every other Thursday we do this with the roundtable. Hopefully, and so far we've had news to talk about. So that means that the game is alive, kids. That's all I can say. The game is alive. Whether you're happy about it or you're not, the game is alive. I feel like I barely am, but the game's got it. So, but I'm here. But yeah, thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Ram Bam. Everybody's stuff is down below in the description. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Everybody from the battalion, thank you for the guild merger that we've been working on. Actually, I probably got to jump over there as well. In the meantime, gentlemen, we are one battalion strong.
Strong.
God damn it,
We tried it.
Next time.
Yeah. No.
Next time.
Business as usual.
Yeah, it's business as
Cheers.
usual. All right. You guys have a good night. Like I said, go over and click that link over and see Crumb. I'll be right behind you before I go take a leak. In the meantime, we are out if I can find my shit.
Wait, before or after you take a leak? Hold on.
Yeah.
See you guys.